Hi, my name is Madison Swanson, and this is my accountability project. Let me go to it real quick. Oops. Share screen. There we go. Okay, so I had a lot of fun with my accountability project. When I was thinking about what I wanted to become, I was thinking about things that I wanted to be known for at the end of my life. Essentially, I want to be someone who is positive, someone who's hardworking, someone who doesn't give up, someone who stands for what is right. I like to think of myself as a creative. That is something that needs to be worked on constantly in order to be better at it. It's being creative can be lost if you do not practice it long enough. I wanted to cultivate my creativity through the project, as well as working on my physical goals. I used to be super active, and I had a really hard pregnancy, and I had preeclampsia, and I was very sick and almost died. And so it was really hard for me to be active while I was pregnant, and it was really hard for me to be active when my baby was really small. So I made a lot of physical goals for myself. I fell out of my healthy pattern, so I also want to create a good example for my family to also have healthy food patterns, because I also struggle with disordered eating. And so I wanted to work on myself and work on my relationship with food and create healthy food patterns that can exist for years to come. My goals were to become the best me that I can be, physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, all of it. So I said to work out at least 45 minutes, 4 times a week, eat healthier by creating a meal plan, have a schedule for daily tasks I need to accomplish so it takes the mental load off myself. I struggle with anxiety, and so having a bunch of those to-do lists just floating around in my brain often makes my brain scrambled. I get irritated and I get overwhelmed really easily. So making sure that I have things written down every day for the things that I need to do sounds simple, but it really eases my mind a lot. So I did that, and then meditate for 5 minutes every day, which is a lot harder than you would think. It's hard to be by yourself in your brain and all your thoughts for even 5 minutes. And I also wanted to study my scriptures for 20 minutes every day. I wanted to create a budget for our family to stick to it, and because we just bought a house, and so I wanted to make sure that we were financially stable. And then another one of my goals was to check my other partner's goals and to draw for at least 30 minutes every day. I wanted to be proactive about my homework and getting it done fast enough that I can spend quality time with my husband and daughter. My husband works 12-hour days, and so we don't have much time together. And so doing this is very important to me because I do not want to procrastinate and cut into the time that I have with my husband. I made a lot of goals for myself, and they were all things that I felt like I was failing at in some way or another. And so I gave myself room to fail, because you can't change these habits overnight. But I am very proud of myself for how I did, and I feel changed. I feel lighter. I feel better about things. So I gave myself a 9.5 because even though I did have days that were worse than others and days that I did fall through, I put a lot of effort into accomplishing my goals. And my goals were things that I've been struggling with for a long time, things that don't just change overnight, things that I talked to my therapist about. Like this wasn't just small goals. These were hefty goals that had a lot of emotional weight for me. That's why I gave myself a 9.5. So I tracked it through a Google Sheet. You can see the green is where I accomplished my goal, and the red is where I did not accomplish my goal for the day. Again, my goals were to read scriptures 20 minutes a day, work out 45 minutes a day, stick to a meal plan, meditate for 5 minutes a day, draw for 30 minutes, stick to a family budget, do homework every day, check on my accountability partners, and meal plan for the next week. So eventually, my exercise goal became too easy for me. I wanted to increase my goal a little bit to 1 hour because I got stronger over time. And I'm glad I did that, and I'm continuing to become stronger. So the original statement that I made for the consequences was, I, Madison Swanton, stick to my accountability plan, or the consequences will be that I will stay up until my homework is done, do an hour workout the next day if I skip the day before. It is very important to stick to our family budget. So if I feel like doing that, I will have a month of no spending on anything but necessities. If I do not do art every day, I need to make a reel for my art account instead so I can continue to have content available. From the last slide, you can see that I did fall through a few times, and that was okay to me. And the consequences were things that are doable, and also helped me in turn accomplish those goals. I have an art account that I had to create reels, which are videos on Instagram that help to encourage people to follow you and stuff like that. I have almost 24,000 followers on Instagram. And so that is also a big portion of my life. A big portion of my brain energy goes to that. And so that's also what made being creative so hard, was because I had a lot of brain energy going into just marketing my business online. But even when I failed to be creative, my reels for my art account helped me to market for my business. I also had to stick more closely to my budget certain times of the week. And out of all the days and all the goals that I made, I only fell through 11 times. And so I feel proud of myself because I feel like I tried really hard, and people are allowed to have bad days. It's just, you're supposed to get back on the horse and do better the next day. I feel very accomplished with the goals that I set for myself. A lot of these goals are ones I had applied in my life in some way or another already, but through the project, I was able to make stronger habits, and I feel stronger. I feel stronger physically, spiritually, and mentally. Again, like, a lot of these goals are intertwined with each other. I want to be physically healthier, so I made a goal to exercise and to eat healthier, but I have mental health issues that go along with eating healthier. I struggle with disordered eating, and so that helps, that working on that helped me to improve mentally, and that helped me feel like more of a daughter of God, which helped me spiritually and helped me want to read the scriptures, which helped me accomplish my goal. It was all intertwined, and I was all able to make stronger habits out of it. One thing that I feel very accomplished about is learning how to meditate. It is really hard at first. It is especially hard to sit in silence. It can be really boring. It can feel like a waste of time, but it gets easier over time. You get that sense of quietness. It's a very spiritual experience. It becomes easier, and it's very beneficial because it'll help you start your day off right, get you in a better mood, and it'll help you accomplish your other goals. One second. The thing that I struggle with the most was to apply myself creatively every day. My job is to be an artist, and I have an online business, and this takes a lot of emotional work and mental strain. Sometimes it's hard to make something you love so much your job, because even though you feel accomplished and you feel proud, it somehow taints the thing that you love to do. And so I'm very creatively burnt out. So finding better ways to be creative, that's not a part of my job at all. Just doing art for fun helped me to apply it more. And I feel like next time, because I'm going to continue these goals, instead of trying so hard to be creative in a way that is consumable by other people, I can make it a goal for myself to just make art for fun for myself. I am very thankful for this project. I found out that it's just so much easier to keep goals when you can see them right in front of your face. And so even after this semester ends, I'm going to continue to keep my goals visible so that I can continue to have them there for me to see, because these are goals that I want to work on every day of my life, not just for this semester. So thank you. That was my project.